Hi everyone, welcome to our second episode of Growing Grace Faith series. So for this episode, we will be talking about how God is bigger than our mistakes. So for this episode, I am so excited to welcome our guest for this evening. She was my former cruise ship workmate and roommate, Happy Brew Kombucha owner, and Christine Reyes lookalike. Let us all welcome my gorgeous friend, Gabby!
Hello, Tin.
Hi, Teka. Grabe. Thank you, ha. Thank you. Sobrang blessed ako na ikaw ang second guest natin sa ating episode.
It's good to be here. Thank you for having me. I feel blessed.
Okay, so before we start with the questions, I just want to ask you, kamusta ka naman simula nung dumating tong pandemic?
Thank you for asking. I guess I can say na I'm better than good. That's not to say that I'm not affected by this pandemic, because I am, God knows that. But I just choose to see things differently and try not to complain a lot. So yeah, good. How about you?
Ako, okay naman. I'm very blessed lang kung paano gumalaw din si Lord sa life ko nitong pandemic. And ito na nga, di ba, we're doing this testing. You are my second guest. Ayan, so Gab, are you ready with the questions na?
Let's see.
Okay. Sige, so for the first question, ito na. Ayan, so was there a point in your life where you questioned if God will still forgive and accept you?
Yung mga madugo agad na question no? Okay, so I guess it's normal for us people and sinners to feel really bad and ashamed of everything we've done, na it's hard for us to even start praying and asking for forgiveness. Then I was really in a dark place. I think you know that. And even then, I knew in my heart na God will always love me and accept me. I was even too confident and arrogant about it. In some way, totoo naman, kasi He loves us unconditionally, di ba? Pero that's not the way to live. Like, I would only seek Him when I was desperate, when I was in need. Like, I would say sorry if I've done something wrong, but then I would go back to my old ways, doing things that are not pleasing to God, especially when I was working on the cruise ship. Right? You know a thing or two about working on a cruise ship. It's a place where
Yes.
you sin.
Correct.
Yeah. So yeah, I was sinning a lot. I partied a lot, drank a lot, dated a lot, and in the end, I felt depressed, and I was even diagnosed with clinical anxiety.
Alam mo, totoo yun, Gab. Alam mo yun, pag wala si Lord sa atin, madali tayong masway sa mga worldly na, na pangyayari sa buhay. And so, for the second question naman, how did you deal and respond to the depression, anxiety that has bombarded you for that period?
Well, I guess I've dealt with it like most people do, distractions. I was taking earthly pleasures and comfort, retail therapy, like I said, partying, boys, but it's not really helping me with anything, because it's just like a band-aid, and somewhere out there, there's like a phantom pain that never leaves you. It's like you're stuck in a vicious cycle, because you don't know the root cause of your problem, and you're just doing things to make you feel good at the moment. Pero if it's not coming from God, iba.
Totoo. And sabi nga, di ba, Gab, like, just because you and I have had trouble in our lives, or just because we have had mistakes, does not mean na yung plano ni Lord sa atin ay magbabago. It is still there. All we have to do is get back on track. So, for my third question, ito na. When was the time that you completely surrendered your life to God?
Okay. The thing you have to note in is that Jesus is no stranger to me. That a seed has been planted inside me a long, long time ago. I know He's there, I know He's real, and I know He loves me. Pero I was so preoccupied of doing things my way na pinagpapaliban ko lagi yung paglapit ko sa Kanya. Like, yun nga, like I mentioned earlier, I was too confident na at any given time, kapag lumapit ako kay Jesus, hindi niya ako tatalikuran. So, napostpone yung paglapit ko sa Kanya. But then, siguro nag-work din yung prayers nyo at yung prayers ng family ko for me na God has touched my life, and then I held His hand and I welcomed Him into my heart, and everything changed. Especially nitong pandemic na ang daming taong nagbe-breakdown, ang dami ng tao na jobless, 'di ba, na problemado, namamatay. Pero for me, yun yung moment na ginamit ko para lalo akong mapalapit sa Kanya. Especially na yung boyfriend ko is stuck in Ireland ngayon, hindi makauwi dito sa Philippines. Fester was really sick, he got hospitalized. Those things are enough to drive me to the edge, to push me to the edge. But then, with the help of people, including yourself, mas lalo akong kumapit kay God, and nagsimula na yon, nagtuloy-tuloy na.
To all our viewers, grabe din po kasi yung friendship namin itong si Gab. So, nakaka-ano lang po tignan na ganito yung naging result, and we're really blessed on how God moved nga sa life mo, Gab.
Yeah, sure.
Ayan. So, ito naman, pag-usapan naman natin yung business mo. Ayan. So, yan, tell us about Happy Brew Kombucha. Kailan nag-umpisa? And ano yung mga benefits para sa mga hindi alam, yung mga viewers natin na hindi familiar sa kombucha?
Okay, so just for everyone's knowledge, kombucha is a healthy prebiotic drink. Basically, it's fermented tea with symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. So, may mga good bacteria still like sa yogurt, even more, kasi parang yung benefits na makukuha mo dito, yung probiotics, may mga B vitamins, as well as vitamin C. So parang apple cider vinegar siya, but better. I tried it before in my travels. I tried commercial brands, but I didn't like them that much. So it really didn't make an impact at all. But then, when I was visiting my family in New Zealand, I stayed there for 2 months. I got to try their homebrewed kombucha, and I really loved it. So I asked my dad to help me and teach me how to do it, and he did. And long story short, I was able to bring some of the bacteria culture here in the Philippines, and then fast forward, Happy Brew was birthed, and now we have loyal customers. So thank God.
Yes, congratulations, te. Nakaka-proud. Kaya when I visit Manila, pag umuwi ako dyan, promise, te, ha, papatry mo sa akin.
Yes, especially gym
Health
rat ka.
conscious. Yes. Correct. And now, te, ito na, favorite part. Nasaan si Fester?
Wait lang.
Yan. Ayan po. So, for our 5th question, yan, we want to share with you all. Ayan, si Baby Fester. Ayan, so, te, share mo na kung ano ba kalaki ang difference ng si Fester simula dumating yan sa buhay mo?
Call me silly or crazy, but I really believe na Fester is an extension of God's love for me. Kasi, kung wala si Fester, baka nag-nervous breakdown na ako nitong mga quarantine. And he's also taught me a lot of things about myself. I learned to become responsible, not to be selfish. Because I don't think about myself now at all. Well, maybe sometimes, but I think about him more than I think about myself. So, yeah. That's it. He's my angel.
Yes, super cute po. Grabe. Ang dami po naming prayers dyan kay Fester. And yes. Ang cute. Te, ito na, last question na tayo. Yan na. Okay, so for our last question, ano naman yung takeaway mo to all our viewers who is still in the process of trusting God with their life and how you can encourage them despite what they've been through in the past?
Okay. So, I'll try not to be as emotional as I can. Um, if I can turn my life around, I'm pretty sure that all of you can as well if you really want to. Once you start to acknowledge that Jesus Christ will always be there for you, no matter what you've done in the past, no matter what you're still doing now, He will still love you, He will still accept you, hindi ka niya tatalikuran. Ako nga halos lahat na ng sin sa book nagawa ko. And nung una siguro, syempre, kaya ini-ignore ko siya, ini-ignore ko si God. Kasi hiyang-hiya ako sa sarili ko. Pero once I accepted na hindi siya aalis, during the times na marami akong pinagdadaanan, marami akong ginagawa ng mga bagay na I'm not proud of, inaccept ko na hindi ko pala kailangang mahiya, hindi ko pala kailangang i-punish yung self ko kasi pinatawad na ako ni Jesus. So, kung kayang gawin ni Jesus yun sa atin, wala na magagawa yung iniisip ng ibang tao, wala na magagawa yung self-saboteur natin. Basta, ayun, just accept Jesus, accept His love, and then everything will turn around.
Ayun. So, ito lang. Last na. Ano naman ang life verse mo?
I'm not so sure kung anong verse number niya, but it was Luke. Let me see. I think I have it in here. So, but while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and felt compassion and ran and embraced him and kissed him. So, sobrang relatable sa akin ito. Especially yung song na Reckless Love.
Yes.
Sobrang, every time naririnig ko yung song niya, parang naiiyak ako kasi naririnig ko yung sarili ko dun sa experience na yun. So, ayun. Yeah.
Ayan. So, just a reminder for everyone and for me and you as well that your mistakes do not define you. Though he may stumble, he will not fall, for the Lord upholds him with his hand. Psalm 37, verse 24. And yes, just like you, di ba, kung paano gumalaw si Lord sa life mo, parang yung sa life verse ko nga is, nothing is impossible with God. Kahit ano pang mistakes na gawa natin in the past. Truly, His love and mercy endures forever. So, thank you so much for joining my episode and thank you for your time. Alam ko, pagod ka pa galing work. So, maraming salamat. I miss you so much.
Thank you as well. It's my pleasure, really.
And I hope to see you next year with Fester, okay?
Yes!
Walang kahit coffee, nerd.
Kain.
Thank you again and God bless.
Thank you. You too.
Love you. Bye!